In this video, I want to kind of it's going to be a quick video. I just want to show how we can write this in a couple of different ways when we think about standard form. Now, once you look at this, you should know this is not standard form because I have double digits in front of the decimal value and I should have one. And now the question is, well, I want to have this in standard form. So what will happen? Because I need this, right? 1.476, not 14.76. So what did I do with the 14 to get to 1.4? So basically I divided by 10. And now the tricky thing is in order to this is kind of a balance, right? If I kind of look at it as there's two parts of this number. There's this part and this part. And if I'm going to multiply this part, I'm going to have to divide this part. And if I divide this part, if I make this one smaller, then I'm going to have to make this one bigger by 10. So let's just kind of write a couple of things because it does not, it's not so intuitive. Maybe you think it's intuitive, then I'm really happy for you, but it's not always as intuitive. So what did I do with 14.76 to get to 1.476? Well, I divided by 10. So I can't, you would agree 14.76 times 10 to the power of 4 is not going to be the same as 1.476 times 10 to the power of 4 because these parts are the same, but this number is much bigger. So in order to have this balanced out, this can't be a 4, it's going to have to be a 5. Basically, I'm multiplying by 10. Let's take another number. Let's take a very easy number. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's just start with a normal number 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2, 3. If I wanted to write it in standard form, let's go step by step. The decimal place is there now. If I move the decimal one place, that would be 12.3 times 10. You would agree, let me just take that off. 12.3 times 10 is going to be 123. This, however, is not standard form. We'd usually not really write standard form with the 1 there. But anyway, it is there, so I'm just kind of writing it there. This is not standard form. I need 2 digits. So in order to get this number, I have to make this number not 12.3, but I have to get it at 1.23. And therefore, what happened here is you would agree if I wanted to get 1.23, how much should I multiply 1.23 by to get to 123? Well, you'd say I'd have to multiply it by 100. And that's exactly what, okay, let's just make that a better looking too. Times 10 to the power of 2, because 10 to the power of 2 is 100. So this is kind of the progression that I went. If I look at this side, what did I do? I divided by 10 on this side, and I multiplied by a 10 to get here. And from here, I also divided by 10, and here I multiplied by 10. So if I have other numbers, let me just keep that on the board there. Let's say I had a number like 413.72 times 10 to the power of 4. This is not standard form, but if I wanted to write it in standard form, I know the first part had to be 4.1372. Obviously, if you need less significant figures, you might round this to 4.14 instead of having all these trailing numbers. But anyway, the point for this is if I wanted to write this number in standard form, it had to start with 4 point something, something, something. And it had to be multiplied by 10 to the power of something new. So what did I do here? With 413, I actually divided by 100, or I divided by 10 to the power of 2. So what I have to do here is I actually have to multiply with 10 to the power of 2. So this one is moving, well, it's going 10, 100 back. So this one's going to be adding the 2 the 4 plus the 2 is the 6. So it's kind of shifting this balance. If this one goes up, then this one goes down. But in this case, this number went down because it went from 400 to 4. So the thing I multiply with, my multiplier, is going up. So this went down, so this had to go up because it went from the 4 to the 6, or multiplying by 10,000 with a million. Okay, in the next video, we're going to see when we add and subtract things that are in standard form.